Hello everyone, it's DA here. Hope you guys are doing great. If you are doing amazing. Today I will be talking about a couple of things in Anthem. Anthem is the upcoming looter shooter power fantasy game from BioWare. It will also be published by EA. I know a lot of you, when you hear those two letters, you get a little bit crazy, and I totally understand. The game, first off, will be following a slightly appealing monetization options like Warframe does. A lot of these companies have paid attention to what Warframe is doing. They've looked at Warframe for all these years, and with all the backlash in microtransactions and all those things, they're actually following the Warframe strategy. Purchasable items in Anthem will be cosmetic only. You cannot pay for power. Anything you need will be unlockable as you go, so you kill enemies to drop items, and certain enemies also have a chance to drop certain items. Certain components like weapon mods can be acquired as drops from enemies, and some will be unlocked through certain missions and certain objectives. The world of Anthem is very large, which also is going to bring us to the raids, the main thing that we're going to be talking about briefly today. What you see on the screen right now is one of the bosses in the earlier raid missions. This is a spider boss. Is going to be a little bit challenging. What you see right now is just a different version, a different build of it, because it's going to be a lot more crazier once you finally get into it. These are going to be called strongholds, basically like dungeons, and the difficulties of this will be based on the activity type and the levels of some of these raids, so some of them will be a lot difficult than the others. This is where you get some of your most powerful gear, of course, and while Anthem will not force you into playing in teams, strongholds are co-op based like any other raid in any other game you play. Of course, you'll be able to encounter these bosses in some of these locations solo, but I doubt that anyone will be able to complete it based on the activities being designed around a co-op gameplay, but you will still able to do a lot of these things. Now, the thing that is very important is that you will not be able to embark on stronghold or raid missions until you complete the initial campaign of Anthem. The spider is one of the bosses, and you will meet different creatures and mutated bosses all across the game in the campaign mode and all around the world when you venture into certain locations. Now, some of the enemies are going to be harder than others, and one of the beautiful things about this is that the world is vast, the world is large, which means the mutations and the creations of enemies and factions are limitless, so they can do whatever they want with it. The world of Anthem is going to be constantly changing, and as the world changes, the types of enemies you encounter and their difficulties will change as well, and that is also going to be based on that crazy weather that you see. There will also be different bounties to collect, and you will see different real-time events as well during these things. But if you are just getting into Anthem, then it is better that you slow your roll. While the world of Anthem is vast and almost limitless to exploration, the farther you go from Fort Tarsus, which is the base and the local area, the harder the enemies become. It is designed in a way for you to venture into endgame as you get stronger, not earlier in the game. So if you are just starting out and you jump farther and you keep on going farther and farther, the enemies will get harder and they will more likely going to kill you. One thing that is also quite interesting that is shared is that more javelins will be released post-launch, but know that some of the rare items in this game can still be acquired from certain enemies, so you don't have to always rely on the raid items to get certain items. And of course, at the end of the day, we all know that raid items are always the best in any game. They are always the most powerful. So that is why it is called a raid. That is it for now. If I do get more information and I'm able to share it, I will share it with you guys. Hope you guys enjoy this. Hope you like it. I'll see you on the next one.